My girlfriend told me he's just a coworker, but I found their secret dinner reservations. I felt my stomach drop the moment I saw her name on the phone screen, followed by the text. It was a message she had left open on the counter, as though she had forgotten it was there. Don't worry, I'll make sure it's just the two of us tonight. Can't wait to see you, babe. My heart raced, and for a few seconds, I just stood there, staring at the words as if they were written in another language. It didn't make sense. I wasn't supposed to be here right now. I wasn't supposed to be the guy who found his girlfriend's secret. I had been running late, picking up dinner when I saw her phone resting on the counter. I was already feeling off after the weird vibes earlier in the day. Her sudden, cryptic texts about staying late at work, how she was too busy to talk, and how she might have to catch up on a few things had left me confused. But now, standing in our kitchen, reading this text from a guy I didn't know, I felt a sting that wasn't just jealousy, it was betrayal. I quickly closed her phone, my mind scrambling. I didn't want to jump to conclusions, but it was hard not to when everything about the message screamed intimacy. It didn't feel like something a coworker would say to another coworker. My hands were shaking. I texted her, asking when she would be home, and she replied quickly, too quickly, saying she was on her way, just finishing up a quick meeting. A quick meeting? The time on the message I just read didn't match up. She had said she would be home by 8, but it was already past 9. I told myself I wasn't going to go full detective mode. But the words "can't wait to see you, babe" kept echoing in my head. And that's when I made the decision. I was going to check her calendar. I knew I shouldn't have, but I couldn't help it. Her calendar had always been synced up with mine. We had a shared Google Calendar for scheduling date nights, errands, trips, basically everything we both kept track of. I opened it up, and there it was. A dinner reservation at a trendy restaurant, one that we had been wanting to go to for weeks. Except the reservation was for 2 people. And the name she had added? His. I couldn't breathe for a second. It felt like a weight had settled in my chest, like I had just been hit by a freight train. I thought I might be misreading it. I thought maybe I was overthinking things. But when I clicked into the details, I saw the notes. Table for 2, 8:30 p.m. Please mention special requests. Special requests? My stomach turned. I could hear my heart pounding in my ears, but all I could focus on was the name. I told myself I wasn't going to make a scene when she came home. I wasn't going to start yelling or accusing her of anything until I had solid proof. But my hands were sweating, my head was spinning. I couldn't calm down. I closed the laptop and sat down on the couch, waiting for her to walk through the door. I kept replaying the message in my head, thinking about the implications of it all. What was I supposed to do with this information? Should I confront her? Should I ask her about it when she got home? She came in a few minutes later, her hair still damp from the rain, her coat slipping off her shoulders. She looked so normal. She smiled at me as if everything was okay, like she didn't know what was running through my mind. "Hey," she said, walking over and giving me a quick kiss on the cheek. "I thought you were still out. What's up?" I froze. Her voice sounded so casual, like she hadn't just sent that text, like she hadn't just been planning a secret dinner with someone else. "Who's he?" I asked, my voice surprisingly steady considering the storm brewing in my chest. Her face went blank for a moment, and she looked at me, eyes narrowing slightly. "What do you mean? Don't play dumb, Ella." "I found your calendar." I paused, swallowing the lump in my throat. "You've got dinner reservations for 2. With him." Her expression faltered, her shoulders tensing as if she were about to run away from the conversation. "Ben, it's not what you think. He's just a coworker. It's really nothing." I stared at her, waiting for the explanation that would make everything make sense. But it didn't. It couldn't. "Just a coworker, huh?" I said, voice shaking now. "Then why is he babe in your texts? Why is he making special requests for your dinner? What the hell is going on, Ella?" Her eyes flickered, and I saw the guilt creeping into her face. She turned away from me, taking a deep breath. I didn't want to hurt you," she said softly. "I never meant for it to go this far. It's just been complicated. We've been spending a lot of time together at work. He's been helping me with some things, and it just happened. It wasn't intentional. I didn't know what to feel anymore." Her voice was so small now, like she was trying to justify something I couldn't understand. It didn't feel like the truth. It felt like something was being hidden behind the cracks in her words. Why didn't you tell me? I asked more quietly this time. Why didn't you just be honest with me? You lied to me, Ella. You told me you were working late, but you were with him. You didn't even think to mention it. She stepped forward, her eyes filling with tears now. Ben, I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't want to risk losing you. It was just dinner. It wasn't like that. I took a deep breath, holding my emotions in check. My hands were shaking. I was starting to feel like I was going crazy. Then why didn't you just tell me? Why didn't you say, I'm spending time with a friend? Why didn't you tell me that he's someone special to you? She closed her eyes, unable to look at me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. It's just what? I cut her off, my voice rising in frustration. What's the truth, Ella? Because right now, I don't know what to believe anymore. She was silent for a long time. Then, she whispered, barely audible, I didn't know how to stop it. I didn't know how to stop needing him. But it wasn't supposed to happen like this. I took a step back, feeling the weight of the situation bearing down on me. This wasn't how I wanted to spend my evening. I had never imagined that I would find myself standing in the middle of our living room, trying to figure out whether the woman I loved was hiding something much bigger than a dinner reservation. I don't know what to say anymore, I muttered, feeling empty. I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I even want. Her eyes filled with tears again, but this time I wasn't sure I cared. The damage was done. Part 2. The room was silent for what felt like forever. Her tears hung in the air between us, but I couldn't bring myself to comfort her. Maybe it was the disbelief, or maybe it was the anger that was slowly consuming me from the inside out. I stood there, feeling like I was looking at a stranger, someone who had just shattered everything I thought I knew about us. Ella wiped her eyes and took a step toward me, her hand outstretched. Ben, please. I swear, I never meant to hurt you. This wasn't supposed to happen. It's just that everything fell off with us for so long, and when Mark started paying attention to me, it felt good. Like I was seen again. Like I mattered. I looked down at her hand, and then slowly backed away. You think I don't see you? You think I didn't notice how hard you've been working? How much you've been trying to keep everything together? My voice cracked, and I hated how weak it sounded. But I couldn't stop it. You're my girlfriend, Ella. I'm supposed to be the one who makes you feel like you matter. Not him. I know, she whispered, her voice breaking. I fucked up, Ben. I know that. I'm so sorry. I should have talked to you. I should have been honest with you instead of hiding this. But it felt so easy with him. I didn't know how to stop it. Her words were like a punch to my gut. The idea that she had felt something with him, that she had let herself get lost in it, was the part one couldn't process. I'd been right there beside her, trying to keep us together, trying to make things work, and she had sought comfort in someone else. Someone I didn't know. Someone I never had a chance to even compete with. Is this why you've been distant for the last few months? I asked, my voice thick with emotion. Is this why you've been pulling away, acting like everything I did wasn't enough? Ella's face twisted with guilt. Yes, she whispered. It's part of it. I didn't know how to tell you that I felt disconnected, that I felt alone even when we were together. I was drowning in my own head, Ben, and I didn't know how to reach out to you without feeling like I was a burden. And then, Mark, he listened. He made me feel like I wasn't invisible. The words stung more than I could have anticipated. I had always been there for her. I had always listened, always tried to be the person who could make her feel better. But I never realized how far I had missed the mark. And now, someone else had filled the role I thought I was playing in her life. Someone who wasn't me. So what now? I asked, trying to steady myself. My brain was spinning, trying to process everything, but it was hard to focus. The hurt was too loud. Are you in love with him? Ella shook her head furiously, her face crumpling with desperation. No, I swear it's not like that. I don't love him, Ben. I'm not in love with him. It was just an escape. It was stupid. I was stupid. You don't love him? I repeated, needing to hear it again, needing to make sure my ears weren't deceiving me. Then what the hell is this? Why did you let it go this far? Why did you go to dinner with him? Why didn't you tell me the truth? I didn't know how to, she said softly, her voice barely above a whisper. I was scared. I was scared that if I told you, you'd leave me. And I didn't want to lose you. I didn't want to lose what we had. But I knew what I was doing was wrong. I didn't know how to stop, and I didn't know how to fix it. Her words were a blur now. I had heard them 1,000 times before. I didn't know how to fix it. I didn't know how to stop. But none of it ever mattered until something broke. And now, something had broken. I could feel the weight of it settling deep in my chest, a feeling that only kept getting heavier the more she tried to apologize. I took a deep breath and turned away, rubbing my face with my hands. What the hell was I supposed to do now? Ben, Ella said, her voice pleading. Please, I love you. I want to fix this. I don't want to lose you. I know I messed up, but please, don't give up on me. I closed my eyes, swallowing hard. I don't know if I can trust you anymore, Ella. I don't know if I can just forget what you've done. She reached out again, her hand trembling as she touched my shoulder, but I stepped back. I don't think I can do this right now, I said, my voice raw. I need space to think. I can't make any decisions like this, not right now. Ella nodded slowly, her eyes searching mine for some sign of hope, but I couldn't give her one. I needed time. I needed to figure out what I wanted and what was left of me after everything that had happened. I'll go stay at Jake's for a while, I added, my throat tight. I don't know when I'll be back. I need to clear my head. She didn't say anything at first, just stood there, her face a mix of regret and fear. Then she whispered, I'm sorry, Ben. I'm so sorry. I didn't respond. I couldn't. There were no words left. The silence felt suffocating as I grabbed my jacket and left the apartment without looking back. I spent the next few days at Jake's place. He didn't ask too many questions, just let me crash on his couch. I didn't want to think about Ella. I didn't want to think about the mess she had made, the betrayal that had left me hollow. I needed to be away from it all. But no matter how hard I tried to distract myself, I kept going back to that damn dinner reservation. I kept seeing her text to him, the way she had tried to convince me it was nothing. The way she had acted so casual when she came home, as if nothing was wrong. How could I have been so blind? I thought about what she had said, about how she didn't feel seen by me. I wondered if I could have done something different, if I could have been a better boyfriend, a better listener. But then I thought about the other part of her story, the part where she chose to keep this secret from me, where she chose to be with him instead of me. And I knew I couldn't ignore that. Ella might not have loved him, but the truth was she had chosen him over me, and I didn't know if I could ever look at her the same way again.